So I did a special Valentine's Day video. It kind of spun into it. I wasn't going to do that, but it's just kind of the way it worked out. I hope you guys got something out of it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it maybe touched some of you guys in a good way. Anyway, today is Valentine's Day. You're heading into work. Not too thrilled about what today is going to look like as far as work is concerned, but you know, got to do it. Got to go hit it. Didn't really want to leave home. I love spending time with Julie, and like especially this morning, like after I gave her stuff and everything else. I just love the look in her eyes, you know? It's that look you get when you know someone genuinely loves you, and every now and again it gets hard. It gets hard to have to leave it, but, you know, I have to do what beasts do, so. Anyway, today is going to be long, annoying. Can't wait until I get off, but it is what it is. Welcome to my Wednesday. I hope you guys had a great Valentine's Day today. I hope that your day was filled with love, and if not, I hope it was filled with candy and movies, because I know when I was single, that was like my thing. I would chill out on Valentine's Day with some candy and watch movies. Not the girly sappy crap, but like horror movies, because, you know, I'm a guy and the sappy movies don't work for me. Which Julie yesterday was watching like The Notebook and stuff, and I always find out those movies comical because she actually said something that made a very solid point. She was talking about how those movies are set up in such a way that it's hard to lose interest in them because it escalates right in the right time spans where you feel like if you stopped watching it, you might miss on the next thing. I think that's how like those chick flicks get them, because they do that on purpose. They escalate them just right. And I mean, it's the same way with horror movies. Like horror movies, it's the suspense of wondering what's going to happen next. Anyway, we'll see what today looks like. Today's workout is core, right? I believe so. Yeah, core. So my abs are going to be hurting tonight. Probably going to be hurting anyway because I have a trailer to unload today. But we'll see how it goes. I'll try to record some stuff while I'm at work. It doesn't work out very often because not a lot of excitement happens while I'm at work, and today is going to be just about the grind. Today, I'm sure you guys face that when you're at your job. There are just days where it's just about the grind. It's not really excitement. It's not fun. No real laughs. It's just about burying your head down into your work and getting it done. That's what today's going to look like for me. It's burying my head in it and getting it done. So I'll see what I can record. But, well, see what today holds, right? This is going to be a really interesting day. I'm having to do a bunch of desk work, and then at some point, I'm going to have to use my cold muscles to unload a truck. What's going on, guys? So, Drury, Ohio decided to settle in and visit us this afternoon-ish evening. Work sucked, like I told you it would. But I got through it. I'm cool with it. I'm on my way home. I'm pretty happy. I feel good. I mean, it was a long day, but I feel good. Pretty pumped because Julie is making one of my most favorite meals. She's making meatloaf. Kind of her way of, my Thanksgiving, whatever, or not Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day. I'm really tired, as you can tell. I'm pretty pumped about meatloaf. I love meatloaf. Probably going to skip training tonight. I feel like if we trained tonight, it would kind of step on Valentine's Day. And I don't want to do that. I want to spend time with her. So I think that's what's going to happen. That's why everyone was going slow. There was a sheriff, and that's why everyone was going like 5 miles an hour. That stuff gets on my nerves. Like, just go the speed limit. They're not going to pull you over if you go the speed limit. Drives me nuts. Like, speed limit 70, everybody goes 65 because they see a sheriff. It's like, he's not going to pull you over as long as you're doing the speed limit, As long as you're going what you're supposed to be going, you're going to be fine. Anyway, so pretty excited to see that. Pretty excited to see what happened at my kids' schools today. They both, of course, had their Valentine's Day party. So, and Julie sent me a picture. It looks like they made out with a lot of candy. Shocker. I don't know. I'm just happy to go home. I feel like when it comes to going home at the end of the day, you've got to make sure that you have the right perspective when you go home. That you don't carry the day that you've had with you when you get home. Now, it's hard. I'm not going to lie. Like, there's a lot of times, like, I've dealt with a lot of nonsense all day long, and it's really rough. To just, put those carrying bags down of, anger, frustration, annoyance, whatever, and switch modes into being that, loving significant other, father role. It's hard. But it's necessary. All of us need to do it. I'm pretty sure I've covered that in one of my previous videos. So I do my best, like, as a attempt. Like, I do my best to think and prep my mind about what I'm going home to. Like, I'm going home to my amazing kids. I'm going home to my amazing spouse or significant other or whatever. I prep my mind so when I get home, I better receive it. It's like I said in my video a couple days ago, the battle's in your mind. The battle is not in your work day, it's not in your boss, it's not in anything else, it's all in your mind. And when you win the battle in your mind, you win the battle in everything else. So I mentally prep myself for going home. So when I get home, my day doesn't follow me. And I feel like that's probably the biggest reason why I'm in such a good mood when I leave work. It's not because the day's done. It's not because I'm going home and I can veg or whatever. It's mainly because I know what I'm going home to. I'm very, very blessed to have the family I have. My fiance is an amazing girl. She's an amazing woman, really. My kids are amazing. Of course, there's always bills to be paid. There's always stressors around certain things and problems and whatnots, but like the overall is what you need to remember. Like, I kind of view your home you need to view your home dynamic. I'm losing light. I don't really think that light's going to do any good. If this video's kind of in the dark, my bad. Sorry. It's gloomy Ohio. But anyway, I'm just going to keep going. I kind of view my home dynamic, and you should too. You should view your home dynamic like a character in a video game. And I know that sounds silly, but it's true. If you viewed your character, your home like a character in a video game, like characters in video games, I don't know how many of you guys out there actually play video games, if any of you do, have, or whatever. But if you, like, for instance, UFC, EA Sports UFC, that's one of the games that me and Julie bought a couple weekends ago to play on the Xbox together. The characters, the individual fighters, all have a number assigned to them. You know, and that number dictates... I'm so sorry, I'm yawning. Dictates the level of experience that fighter has in the game, right? And that fighter might excel in takedowns, or that fighter might be better at stand-up boxing. Each fighter has their own individual, set. But the overall number is what you look at when you're picking fighters, like your overall number. That's the way you need to look at your house. You need to look at your house, your home dynamic, with the overall number in mind, not what the strengths and weaknesses are. Because the more you focus on your strengths and your weaknesses, the more you're easily sucked into forgetting how awesome and how blessed you are. You got to look at things more in the note of the overall. My overall score of my home is amazing. And I always look at that number of overall amazing and keep that number in mind. Because while there might be problems here and there, while there might be struggles here and there, while there might be, fights here and there, and while there might be sad moments here and there, the overall is amazing. And as long as you keep the perspective that the overall is amazing, then you can never lose out. I feel like a great deal of the time we lose out on happiness because we want to mimic perfect. We want to achieve perfect, and when it's not perfect, we keep pushing to try. And I'm not saying you need to settle for what is. You can always get better. You can always change, adapt, and get better. But you've still got to try to be happy in the present. You still got to find the wins in the present, because if you don't find the wins in the present, then you slow your momentum down to make things better. And life, I've learned, at least in my 32 years so far, is all about momentum. Momentum dictates life. Your momentum dictates how well you operate or how bad you operate, how far you excel to how far you fall behind. Momentum makes everything. It makes all the difference in life. And the only way you keep momentum on your side is by staying happy. By looking at the wins, no matter how small they are. Those wins give you the momentum you need to get the next win, to get the next win, to get the next win. It's kind of like wrestling. When I wrestled, I always looked at, especially like if I nailed a takedown, it gave me momentum. It gave me the mental win that, look, I just got the guy on the ground. I got the guy on the ground. I have my chances just doubled in winning this fight. And then you get them onto their back, and you're like, oh, and then your chances just doubled about getting a pin. And then you get a hold of their shoulders and you start shoving them down into the mat. And now my chances have doubled again, and like the momentum shifts, and the other guy does the opposite. The other guy's like, oh man, he got my shoulders down. His momentum drops. You know, oh man, he got me on the ground. His momentum drops. Whenever you focus on the bad, you lose momentum. When you focus on the good, you gain it. And the more momentum you have, the better, more amped you're going to be able to handle life. I think I've talked you guys' ear off enough. I wanted to shoot this video though before I got home, because my honest goal tonight is just to give Julie my undivided attention. Of course, my kids, but I don't want to be breaking out my camera trying to vlog and take away from the special moments I have with her. Because that's what Valentine's Day is about. It's about the love. If you caught my Valentine's Day special yesterday, you'll get where I'm coming from about that. If you didn't, go back and watch it. I know Valentine's Day will be over by the time this video posts, but it won't hurt to go back and watch my Valentine's Day special anyway. I feel like I put out good advice in that video. You should check it out. You know, let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna get off of here because I'm drifting into a Silent Hill fog over in my side of Tusk County, so I need to pay more attention to the road. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Yeah.